Hello, today I'm going to be presenting my nutritional makeover project by Tatum Scott. Okay, so starting off, we have my subject. His name is Cruz Cranford and he is 19 years old. He is a male that weighs 220 pounds and is 5 feet and 10 inches tall. His nutritional goal is to get down to the weight of 175 pounds while increasing his muscle mass and decreasing his body fat. He plans to achieve this by cutting his calories as well as cutting his carbohydrates. He also plans to increase his protein intake in order to develop more lean muscle. He plans on going to the gym to lift 4 times a week and going to the gym to do cardio 3 times a week. He hopes that this will help him achieve his nutritional goal of reaching 175 pounds while building lean muscle and getting rid of extra body fat. This is his chart from his 24-hour diet analysis that we did on him. As you can see, it is very high in fat, low in protein, and a little bit high in carbohydrates. This is it right here. The red is the protein, or the red is the fat, the blue is the carbs, and the purple is the protein. For breakfast, he did not have anything, which is not good because that leads him to have a bigger lunch than he would normally have. The bigger lunch causes him to feel a little bit guilty, and so he has a small dinner, which leads him to binge late at night. When you eat late at night, it doesn't allow your body time to process the food properly, so you go to sleep with a full stomach, which is not very good. The full stomach is what leads him to not eat breakfast in the morning, which is why the cycle continues to happen. So he did not have any breakfast. For lunch, he had 2 burger patties, which is not a lot of food. It is a lot of protein, but it is not a lot of sustainable food, which will make you feel full for longer. So that comes out to 462 calories, 43 grams of protein, 31 grams of fat, and 651 milligrams of sodium. This meal is missing a lot of key things such as vitamin A, vitamin C, essential cholesterol, calcium, and there is no water in this meal. Then we skip straight over to dinner, which was rather large today, on this specific day. For dinner, he had a Jersey Mike sandwich, but he had the number 9, and he had a giant sandwich. For those of y'all that don't know what a giant sandwich is, it's basically a foot long. So quite a bit of sandwich. That came out to 1,690 calories, which is a lot of calories for just dinner. 95 grams of protein, which is good. That's a large amount of protein, but when you look at the comparison between the protein and the calories, it is very offset. Normally, you want to have 1 gram of protein per every 10 calories in order for it to be a very good protein to caloric ratio. There's also 98 grams of fat in this meal, which is quite a lot. There is 3,538 milligrams of sodium, which is more than his daily average should be in the first place. So it's a lot of sodium. We also have 113 grams of carbohydrates, which is pretty high, which is why this chart right here is as high as it is. Then we move on to snacks. For snacks, he had pepper jack cheese and dill pickle chips. These are not very nutrient-dense foods. The cheese is good because it fits into the 5 food groups, so he got some dairy in this one, which is pretty good. That comes out to 238 calories, 7 grams of protein, which is pretty low for a snack, 15 grams of fat, and 346 milligrams of sodium, which is a lot of sodium for just a snack, and 16 grams of carbohydrates, which is decent. So this is his 24-hour food analysis before we review everything and make a new one. So this is his new meal plan. I'm sorry, you can't see very well. On here we have a breakfast, we have a morning snack, we have a lunch, we have an afternoon snack, we have a dinner, and we have an after dinner snack within our caloric range, and that fits into all of our micronutrients and our macronutrients. We'll go over this in just 1 second. First, we're going to skip ahead to the macros and the micros that he should be getting in order to hit his goal of 175 pounds. His caloric intake needs to be around 2,230 calories. This would allow him to be in a proper deficit in order to lose 2 pounds per week. His protein intake needs to be 112 grams. His fat intake needs to be 74 grams, and his carbohydrate intake needs to be 279 grams. His sugar needs to be 84 grams. His fiber needs to be 38 grams. His sodium needs to be 2,300 milligrams, and his cholesterol needs to be 300 milligrams. His vitamin A needs to be 900 micrograms. His vitamin C needs to be 90 milligrams. He needs to be drinking about 148 ounces of water per day. And that is it. So now let's go back to our meal plan that we created for him, and let's review all of this. All of these together come out to the macros and micros that we just talked about, so therefore is the perfect meal plan for his body type, for his goal, and his age and weight. So for breakfast at 8 a.m., we have an oatmeal bowl, an orange, and a boiled egg. This comes out to 440 calories, 15 grams of protein, 17 grams of fat, 55 grams of carbs, 18 grams of sugar, 7 grams of fiber, 230 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of cholesterol, 270 micrograms of vitamin A, and 16 ounces of water. So this is a very balanced breakfast that will keep him full and satiated so he doesn't feel the need to binge towards the end of the day. This will help him have even meals each day, or at each time of the day, so that way he doesn't feel unsatisfied at any point of the day, which could lead to a potential binge. The binges are what is keeping the weight on him, and if he could eat balanced meals that keep him satisfied throughout the day, he would not have the need to binge anymore, which is what we want. So for a snack at 10 a.m., he's going to have a Greek yogurt parfait with blueberries and chia seeds. This provides dairy, fruits, and a chia seed, which is very good for you. This comes out to 210 calories and 14 grams of protein. At lunch, which will be at 12 p.m., he will have a grilled chicken wrap and a side salad, which comes out to 670 calories and 40 grams of protein. For a snack, he will have an apple and almond butter. That comes out to 195 calories and 3 grams of protein, which is pretty low, but not everything you eat has to be completely packed with protein. You can get it in throughout other points in the day. Dinner is at 6 p.m. and he will have salmon, quinoa, and steamed veggies. This comes out to 570 calories and 40 grams of protein. Snack number 3 will be at 8 p.m. and he will have a protein shake and baby carrots, which comes out to 175 calories and 20 grams of protein. So this is his new meal plan that he should be able to follow in order to lose 2 pounds per week, which could set him right on track to meet his goal of 175 pounds. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.